What's going on, guys? Kenneth saying here. In this video, I'm going to teach you how you can start wholesaling land step by step. And you don't need a large marketing budget to do this business. And the reason why is there's not a lot of competition with land. So you can spend a fraction of the cost to market for land that you would when you're trying to go after a house. Watch this video. You're going to learn why we're flipping land, how we're doing it. You're going to learn what lists to go after, how to find your buyers. You're going to really learn the whole business. It is such a great business. And if you're a new wholesaler, definitely think about jumping into land because you can get a land deal a lot faster than you can with a house deal. So the first step in the land business, obviously, you want to pick your market. Picking your market with land is so much easier than a house. So when you're picking your market, simply just, we'll put a map on the wall, we'll throw a dart, and that's the market we'll jump in. You can literally do this in any market. There are a couple states you want to avoid, like Oklahoma and Illinois is just a little more difficult to do deals there if you're wholesaling. But you can literally do this in just about any market. So don't be afraid to jump into just a random market and do this. So the type of land that we like to target is vacant lots. So it's buildable lots within bigger cities. So whatever market you decide to get into, make sure it's within a bigger city. For example, if you're going to be in Houston, you're going to want to target the Harris County, and that's Houston. And all of those deals that you might potentially find in there are going to be most likely buildable vacant lots and buildable acreage. And you can find these deals for really cheap. All it is land, so the sellers typically don't have an emotional attachment to it. So when you're flipping land, you're finding a lot more motivation from the seller to sell, and you're finding a lot less competition from other wholesalers. So again, when you're picking your market, definitely just pick somewhere. It doesn't really matter. We can literally do this in any state, in any market, in any county. So again, when you're picking your market, definitely just pick somewhere. It doesn't really matter. We can literally do this in any state, in any market, in any county. So again, when you're picking your market, definitely just pick somewhere. It doesn't really matter. We can literally do this in any state. So the next step to this business is, now that you're finding your market, you're going to have to start looking for buyers to build a buyer's list. Most people tell you to go and find the seller first. Don't do that. Most of the people that are telling you that probably aren't even doing deals. Definitely, you want to build a buyer's list first. It helps you stay legal. It helps you do the business a lot quicker. If you have a already pre-built buyer's list with actual cash buyers, when you actually find a deal, you'll sell it like that. And you won't have to worry about waiting around and calling a bunch of buyers trying to get this deal sold, because you already have buyers ready to go. So the best way to find buyers is by looking for builders. There's a lot of different ways you can do it. If you ever go through my training, I actually teach you how to find over 100 builders, literally with just a few clicks of a button. But if you want a free way that's really good to find buyers, look up the Zillow hack. You can go on Zillow, find people who own rentals, and just reach out to those people. Also, realtors are really good potential buyers because they can put you in front of builders as well. So the next step, obviously step 2, is building your buyer's list. Your buyer's list is pretty much gold for you. It's really important to have a really strong one. I recommend at least having 50 buyers on your list before you even start marketing for sellers. So now that we went over the buyers, the next step to wholesaling a piece of land is finding your deals. This is the fun part. This is the part where you're almost like looking for hidden treasure. So finding your real estate wholesale deals, your land deals, your lots, your acreage is pretty easy. It's a lot easier than you think it would be. If you've been wholesaling houses for a while and you've done a deal, you would notice a very clear difference night and day between flipping houses and then flipping land, or wholesaling is what we could call it too. So the way that we find people who want to sell their land at a discount is we're going to go and we're going to pull a list of people who have owned vacant land in whatever market we're in. Let's say if we're just sticking in Houston, we're pulling a list in Harris County of people who own vacant land. We like to do different types of lists. You can go after people that live outside of the state. You can go after people that have owned for at least 5 years. You can go after people that have owned for at least 10 years. But for the most part, just find people that own vacant land and just market to them. This business, as far as flipping land, is so much easier than houses. And for every 1,000 blind offers that you can send, you're going to get at least 20 to 30 leads back. So what a blind offer is how we market. We'll literally send our list of people 20 blind offers every single day. So if you want to learn how to do a blind offer, reach out to me on Instagram and I'll kind of walk you through that process. So now that you found your sellers and you found potential leads, it's time to lock up your contract. So locking up a deal with land is pretty simple. Most of the time with blind offers, your sellers are going to sign the contract and just send it back to you. And you're going to have a signed contract be sent to you. It's the craziest thing with land. People will literally sell you their land for nothing, and they'll just sign the contract and send it back to you. People don't have an attachment to land that they do like they do to houses, so that wouldn't work with houses. We've tried it. So let's say that you've sent out 1,000 blind offers over the course of the next 30 days. And you're starting to get emails back, you're starting to get phone calls, and you're starting to get people signing these contracts and sending them back to you. What you're going to want to do is lock that deal up under contract. If somebody called you up and say, hey, I want to sell my land, but I need $1,000 or $2,000 more for it, send them the contract through DocuSign, have them sign it electronically. But once you get a contract signed by the seller and sent back by the blind offer, go ahead and start doing your due diligence. You're going to want to check to see what the property is zoned for. You're going to want to see where the property lines are. There's a few different things that you're going to want to know about the land. And once you check to make sure it's an actual deal, start calling up the buyers that you already have on your buyers list. So I'll give you an example of a deal we just did out in New Mexico. So we got a blind offer back for $8,400 on 2 acres. So we went out pretty quickly, found a buyer within 3 days for $19,000. We put everything over to the title company. The title company did what they did. They did pretty much all the work to make sure there was no liens, nothing like that on the title. And we closed on it. We made $10,600 literally from somebody signing a contract that we sent them. They sent it back to us. We did our due diligence, signed it, sent it to the title company, found the buyer, and boom, we had a little over $10,000 in the bank. So we do anywhere from 8 to 10 deals every month, and we love this business. I love teaching people this business. If you want to jump on one of my one-on-one coaching programs, my sessions, I actually do that for people in my group. Go join Land Ninja Academy. The session lasts anywhere from 2 to 3 hours, and I literally will walk you through the whole business. You will have a turnkey business that you can start implementing right away and start closing deals in 30 to 45 days. Most of my students will be closing within 60 days because they got to soak in everything that they've learned. And yeah, so if you want to learn this business, you can text me right here. Go follow me on Instagram and join the Facebook group.